we go. A thrilling finish to the Peninsula. It's the Grade 3 and brought to you by Ridgemont. And what a tremendous win for Master REDOUTE. It's son of Quirari out of the Lady Redoute mare, and from Australia. Plenty of Australian pedigree on the mother's side, and well ridden by Anthony Andrews. Just 53.5 kilograms. He looked like he had a handy galloping weight, and so he proved. But this Andre Nel yard has really been in good form for a couple of weeks now, and they've gone bang bang with Saki and a big price winner here.
Big price winner here, but as you say, lightweight, 53.5 kilos. And he hadn't been running badly. He'd been running there or thereabouts. He'd run a cracky race behind Baratheon, who was beaten less than a length, and a good second to Navy Strength. So he certainly had credentials to be a runner here, but he was pretty friendless in the market. But I know a couple of people would have been pretty keen to get involved with him, and he's won a nice race here. But full marks to Andre Nel, to Mrs. Plattner. I'm sure they'll be absolutely delighted because he's a homebred as well. He was bred out at La Plaisance Stud.
Yeah, Neil Cabello has come and joined me for a fantastic run.
Yes, a very big run from him. You know, when I got to the course today, Mr. Snake pulled me to the side and he told me that he's going to be a big runner today. But from the draw, we have to ride him a little bit smart and not try to do too much early on. I mean, he's the type of horse that doesn't help you early on. But, you know, from there, I had to take my medicine and drop him out. But he had a crack of a run and he finished very strong. I mean, it's very unlucky not to win. But I must say that he's definitely a horse to watch in the future. I think he's back to his best.
Thank you very much, Cabello. We're going to go to the winning connections. Brendan Bailey is waiting.
Thank you very much, MJ. Great to be with the winning jockey, Anthony Andrews, on number 6, Master REDOUTE, who becomes a 3-time winner from 19 starts. And great ride from you. I thought you gave this one every chance in the race. There were a few hard luck stories in behind you, but you don't care about that. At the end of the day, you got your head in front and won a good race.
Yeah, definitely. You know, just previously talking about him off air, he's a horse that needs a race that's run according to him and to suit him, and today that's exactly what happened. I could hide him and kid him as long as I could down the straight, and when I produced him I knew he was going to give me, but then he will throw in the towel if I did it a bit early, and I think I just timed it right and put the head down on where it mattered most.
In terms of abilities, clearly got that because you've beaten some nice horses in behind you.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the ability, and I don't think we've got him spot on where he needs to be. And he has shown us better work than he has been recently. But saying that, there was nothing wrong with his work. To Andre, to Callum, to Cornet, to everybody back home, massive thank you to them. It's a big teamwork, and we're just grateful to have a winner for Mrs. Plattner too. Really nice.
Well done, Ant.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Good to see Anthony Andrews as always. I thought that was a great ride. Master REDOUTE, who was trading at 33-1. This race, of course, last year was won by Nexus with the blonde bomber, Piers Striker Stratum. But this year's renewal goes to Andre Nel. The yard certainly in good form. Well done to Mrs. Plattner. I'm going to get you back to Vicky to do the post-race interview.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Most certainly number 6, Master REDOUTE, after a masterful ride by Anthony Andrews, wins. The son of Quirari, bred at La Plaisance Stud, and with me is the trainer, Andre Nel. Well done, Andre.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
Lovely double for the yard, and as Anthony touched on, he's not the easiest horse, but if you ride him the right way and the race pans out for him, he's very effective.
Yeah, he's certainly a bit of a jockey killer. I mean, he's I think ran second in 5 features before this, and a couple of those he should have won, but he cost himself. So Anthony had a very clear idea how he was going to ride him, and he followed his own instructions to the T. So well done to him.
And I think just brilliant that you know, your horses are running to form, and a feature double is most certainly something to celebrate.
It is, although this is very much a surprise win for us. To be honest, the last 3 weeks I've been very concerned about this horse. He hasn't been himself. He actually looks terrible. And I've opted to be brave, so we just freshened him up as well as we could, hoping that his fitness is okay. Credit to his groom, Vermile, has to sit on him every day, trying not to fall off, because the horse has been incredibly fresh, but he's just not quite himself yet. But he's got some natural ability there that kicked through.
Well done for the win.
Thank you very much. And again, well done to Mrs. Plattner. She's watching, she's very pleased. And to La Plaisance for breeding him, and again, my whole team, and especially to Anthony, who puts in a lot of work, and I'm glad he's got one on the board for us.
Indeed, well done.
Thank you.
Just ask Craig Carey to come across from Ridgemont, being the Ridgemont Peninsula Handicap. You can please hand over all the trophies to Andre, and you can go across for a... Oh, you've got to shuffle across. You got to use the stage, Andre. Own the stage. In relation to Master REDOUTE, just to mention again, he's a son of Quirari, bred by La Plaisance Stud and Mrs. Plattner. And then I'm just going to ask Callum, if you don't mind just coming across to accept the owner's trophy on behalf of Mrs. Plattner. So there you go. You could just also smile for the photo. Well done to Mrs. Plattner. As Andre mentioned, she is watching, so well done to you, Mrs. Plattner. Also, REDOUTE Le Play on stud makes a huge difference. Well done. Well done to you, Callum. Oh, you got to do one more. Sorry, there you go. Another one. But in regard to Master REDOUTE, Vomile mentioned, Andre mentioned that Vomile has been doing a great job in relation to looking or sitting on him because he's been rather fresh. So I'm going to cross to Kabelo to find out more from Vomile.
Indeed, Vicky, horse racing is a sport of collective effort, and Vumile has been working the horse, as Mr. Andrinel has mentioned. Vumile, uzizwa kanjani?
Ngijabule kakhulu andazi noba ndithini ngendlela endijabule ngayo. Ngijabula kakhulu.
Uyaliqabele kahle ekhaya?
Ndiyaliqabele yathi ekhaya. Kunzima kona uliqabela ngoba alisile. Kodwa ngoba andiloyiki yathi ndiyaliqabela.
Congratulations. Here's 1,000 Rand from Hollywoodbets and Cape Racing. Then we have also 5,000 Rand from Kaya Stables. And it doesn't end there. Richmond, Peninsula Handicap winning groom. Another one. Uzizwa kanjani?
Ngizizwa ngijabule kakhulu, ndiyabonga kakhulu. Okwesibini ngizobonga nomlungu wami noKeleb noAlfred nabasebenzi ekhaya emva.
Congratulations, Inkos. I echo the very same sentiments from him when he mentioned the team effort from Mr. Andrinel, from Kellen, whoever back at home, the grooms. I mean, he's mentioning the fact that this horse has been naughty when he's working back at home.